What if a Mosasaurus suddenly appeared in the modern North Atlantic? Could it tear through the food chain and take back the top spot? But here's the catch. This is not the giant from the movies. This one is a juvenile, barely 2 meters long, not a peak predator, not yet. And before it can hunt a single fish, the modern ocean hands it the first test. The water is wrong. The Cretaceous seas it was built for were warm and shallow. This Atlantic is cold, gray, and deep. A Mosasaurus was likely warm-blooded, able to hold its body heat above the water around it, but heat leaks fast from a small body, and this body is small. Then there's the air. A Mosasaurus is not a fish. It breathes with lungs. So the first thing it must do is climb, break the surface, and pull in a breath from a sky it has never seen. The swell is rough. The light is harsh. Every trip up burns energy it does not have. Cold below, thin comfort above. The clock is already running, so it does the only thing its body knows. It hunts. A flash of silver cuts through the gloom. Mackerel, fast, tight, coordinated. In its ancient memory, prey does not move like this. These fish were not shaped by a Cretaceous world. They were shaped by orcas, by tuna, by 10 million years of being chased. It lunges, too slow. The school folds around it and is gone. Again, nothing. Its burst is real, but it lasts seconds. Then it fades. Open water gives an ambush hunter nowhere to hide. And that failure makes noise. A clumsy strike sends a pulse through the water. A thin trail of motion and stress spreads into the dark. Something feels it. They arrive without warning. A pod of orcas, the true rulers of this coast. And here is the danger. Orcas do not panic. They test. They coordinate. They remember. They circle the strange shape, reading it, learning it. To them, this is not a legend out of deep time. It is a slow, lost animal making a lot of noise. The juvenile bolts. The pod follows. It turns. They are already there. They drive it away from the rocks, away from the broken seabed, out toward the flat open water, where their teamwork rules. One brushes its flank, then another. Each pass is a question. How much fight is left in this thing? It runs out of ocean to hide in, and dives into a reef of kelp and stone, jamming itself into a gap too tight for a 6-meter orca to follow. The pod waits at the edge. Then, when the risk stops being worth the meal, they peel away into the gray. That is the first lesson. Out here, size is not enough. Not yet. So it stops trying to be the giant it remembers. It becomes something smaller and smarter. It learns the kelp. It learns the sand. It learns to lie still on the bottom, dark body against dark ground, and let the modern ocean come to it. And slowly, its real design starts to matter. It has a second set of teeth, set into the roof of its mouth, angled backward. Catch something slippery once, and there is no swimming back out. Its jaw can flex and widen to swallow what other hunters cannot. Its eyes are built for the gloom. Its tail ends in a shark-like fluke, made for one short, brutal burst from a standstill. A seal cuts across the kelp. It waits. It explodes upward. The first real kill is fast and clean. The ocean just learned a new rule. Over the months, it does not stop growing. Mosasaurs never really did. It thickens. It lengthens. The strikes get surer. And the pod that hunted it has not forgotten. One gray morning, they come back to settle it. This time, there is no escape route handed to it. The pod has it in open water, near a sandbar, exactly where coordination wins. There are 5 of them. Each one is faster. Each one turns tighter. And they have done this for millions of years. They start the way they always do. They split. They circle. They take turns rushing in, brushing it, forcing it to wheel and waste energy. They are not trying to kill it yet. They are draining it. The smallest peels off, then slams in from the blind side and rakes its flank. Blood threads into the water. The juvenile is bleeding, tiring, surrounded. This is the moment it should die. But the pod is making one assumption. They are reading this animal as prey, as something that runs. It stops running. It drops. It pulls them down, toward the sandbar, toward the kelp, toward the broken ground where speed means nothing, and tight turns get tangled. They follow it into the trap their own confidence built. One orca presses too close to the channel. Too close. The juvenile does not chase. It coils, holds against the seabed, and waits the half second it needs. Then it launches from a dead stop, jaws wide, and clamps onto the orca's tailstock. The slip-proof grip those backward teeth were built for. It does not let go. It rolls. The orca tears free, but it leaves something behind. A deep, ragged wound, and a memory. The pod breaks off, not in panic, in math. Orcas change routes when the prize is no longer worth the price. One of them is hurt now. The lost animal fights back now. The numbers have changed. They fade into the gray, and they do not come back to this stretch of coast. It does not win cleanly. It survives. And out here, survival is the same thing as a throne, and the coast begins to change. The seals stop hauling out in the cove they always used. The pod bends its hunting line a few miles wide. Fishermen haul up nets torn in ways nothing local should tear them. A research drone logs a sonar contact that is too long, too slow, too solid, and no one can name it. Quietly, the rules of this water are being rewritten, not by the strongest thing in the ocean, by the thing that learned the fastest. Just as the North Atlantic begins to change, another rift tears open over a silent Cretaceous shoreline. Through it, we can see something with wings taller than a giraffe, standing motionless in the wind, watching the water. Follow Museum of History Zero so you don't miss the next prehistoric file.